Hi folks, welcome to another beer review. This is take two because I made quite a comment in my first take talking about the sex lives of footballers using a very specific word which seems to crop up way too much in the world of football. So we won't tarnish this beer review with such language. And I won't talk about these boys because it was half time as I'm recording this, as we're getting beat 1-0 by Newcastle. Everton, to me, the much better side. But, you know, we missed that final third, that last moment. Costly mistake from our defence and Pickford. And then, of course, because we're not a top six side, we get a VAR offside, which I can tell you for now, there'd be a good 60 to 70% of other teams in the Premier League, the goal would have still stood. I'm not going to sit here saying that the powers that be are trying to push us down, because we've done that a lot ourselves, to be honest. Well, our owners have. Anyway, I'm not going to get bogged down on that. It's bad enough having to watch it, so to talk about it, I'm not an Everton podcast. Anyway, so today, and the stream's just stopped, we're going over to Beak, and this is a can of Yo, which is a pale ale, clocking in at 5% ABV, with fantastic artwork from Jake Over, and then the overall design is from Oliver Shaw. Beak definitely have a really good, solid and unique eye-catching brand identity, and I'm here for it. I've always been a big proponent, that's something that's involved in something, isn't it? I've always been a big champion of good design when it comes to beer. Of course, you could have the most beautiful can of beer presented to you and the beer inside's not that good. You could have a really ugly bottle or can that you might overlook because it's not pretty and you can't take a good Instagram photo of, and it could be the best beer in the world. But I do think, especially in this climate, a brewery needs a good brand identity, something that stands out, makes their beers stand out on the shelf, and I think Beak have absolutely nailed it. Plus, really nice use of typography. So the typo file inside of me, it's a good job you can't see any lower than what the camera's showing. That's all I'm going to say. I don't get sexually aroused by typography. I'm just going to put it out there. But I really, really like it. So this is the beer in question. And what a beautiful looking pale ale that is. It's like, I don't know, peach, apricot. It's almost like a peach or apricot yogurt. Looking very nice and thick and dense, especially for a 5% pale ale. Bright and luminous. It's got that sort of like chalkiness to it, pastel-like colour. When it initially poured, it had about one finger's worth of a white head. I've not tasted it, but I've already had a sneaky sniff. That got me into a lot of trouble one time, but you can read me acro if you want to. Going back to the footballer comment I made in the initial video, which will never see the light of day. I might share a clip of it in the beer group that I'm in for the lols. Oh man, that smells absolutely fantastic. Well, it's definitely lifting my spirits. Isn't it amazing when there's no Everton on telly? You feel a lot happier. Oh, but that is absolutely gorgeous on the nose. Peach, apricot. It reminds me of those like kids yogurts where you get like 2 peach, 2 apricot, 2 vanilla, 2 vanilla, 2 blackcurrant. Excuse me, don't know what that noise was. But it's soft, it's sweet. If pillowy could be a scent, struggle to speak, then this would smell pillowy. Not like a sweaty pillow that you've slept on. Especially if which I had once, well, it happened quite a few times as a kid, where like stuff would just leak out my ear onto the pillow, and it'd stink. Why does it? I mean, I could understand why earwax would stink. 'Cause it's like a form of bodily waste and to protect your ears. But thankfully, this smells furthest from earwax than you can imagine. Smelling absolutely beautiful. There's a little bit of, oh, I should read you the blurb because I'm going to say some stuff that's actually on the blurb. So this bouncy little pail is a celebration of all things Idaho 7, down Adam, with ripe and zesty flavours of tangerine, which you do get, apricot, which you do get, and orange marmalade, which you do get. But you wouldn't have to read it to get it. And they've absolutely nailed it on the tasting notes. Well, the scent. Ah, man, just absolute fruit bowl. So aromatic. And for a 5% ABV beer, just look how thick it is. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So let's hope that the taste matches, if not, exceeds the aroma. Cheers, everyone. Well, that's remarkably good. It's got the texture of fruit juice. It tastes like unsweetened fruit juice. There's a bit more zestiness than the nose would give. Not getting that sort of like peachy apricot flavour. Those flavours are there, but you almost get like soft sweet berry notes as well. But there's a really nice underlying citrusy flavour. I'm not too sure if they've used other hops in the hop bill to sort of like back up the Idaho 7. Back up. Looks like I was going to slap my own arse then. But what an immense amount of flavour and aroma they have got out of a single hop. And I've noticed I've been picking out more like very Idaho 7, prominently Idaho 7 beers recently, and they've all been damn good. So I can see why my good friend Adam from Mersey Beers seems to get mentioned in almost every video nowadays. For good reason. Cheers, Adam. I think he'd absolutely love this. And I could see why he really likes that hop. Not too sickly sweet or rich. You could absolutely cane a 4-pack of this. It's one of those ones where you'd happily, you know, when you order it and then you taste it and you're thinking, oh shit, I should have got like 2 or 3 cans of this. Which is something I'm trying to conscientiously do a lot more, is buy beers on repeat to save that risk of disappointment from even like the most hyped of releases, putty. But yeah, it's one that you'd happily have a few cans of in the fridge. Flavoursome but dependable. But not safe. Not like just a safe, moderate. Don't know why I said moderate like that. Safe, moderate sort of beer. Pretentious hiccups. But yeah. It's probably not going to be like on most people's beer lists. But I love it when I get a beer like this. That's just absolutely fantastic. It really, really is. Lovely stuff indeed. So that was Yo from Beak, 5% Idaho 7 Pale Ale. Wonderful stuff. If you see a can of this, definitely pick it up. Just absolutely banging. It really, really is. I've got a few more pales and IPAs from Beak that I ordered. Very much looking forward to them. And yeah, this will be very hard to beat. And Beak are a brewery that I don't drink enough of, even though I love the illustrations on the cans. But I will definitely be making another order from Beak. Let's taste it from the can. Let's do the alchemist theory. Can, bottle, or on tap. Fantastic, fantastic beer. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Are you also a fellow suffering Evertonian? You don't have to answer that question and out yourself. And yeah, beautiful beer. What's your favourite beers from Beak? Do you like Beak? If you're from Skelmersdale like I am, then Beak has a completely different connotation. And depending on what the result is tonight, I might need to source some Beak. Anyway, thank you for watching. All the information will be in the description. And this is the part where I sit like Tony Wilson on So It Goes. And I bid you a fond farewell. Bye-bye.